Okay then, so hi, welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you about the Adobe brush effects, because a lot of people seem to think that the Adobe brush effects, I've had a couple of emails saying that they are a load of rubbish. How can I get some good, decent, artistic strokes in Adobe? Because if we have a look at first glance, yeah, they do seem a bit rubbish, and even the ones that look a bit artistic, like these here, even they sometimes are a bit basic, a bit plain. Alright, it looks a bit artistic, but not very much. So I'm going to show you how to get the most out of these brushes. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to show you the kind of effect that we're going to make. So I'm going to make a texture, and then I'm going to put it into Blender to show you. So if I open this up, this is what we're going to make. Now you can see here, I don't know if you can see very well because it's on the internet, but here we have like some nice brush effects of the yellow and the brown blending in together, and it really looks pretty cool. So we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, so we start off with a new canvas. I use 800 pixels by 600 by 72 resolution, especially for materials and textures, which is pretty good. Right, so we're going to choose a basic brush. No, we'll choose one of these artistic brushes, a nice colour. Start off with orange, that's fine. Right, now we need to open up the brush advanced palette. So if we go Window and click Brushes, and then this little palette comes up with some more buttons that we can click and that do different things. Okay, so we select a basic artistic brush effect. Now click, if we click Other Dynamics, you can see here that the edges are softened, so it fades the edges so we don't get that plain brush effect. If we do airbrush, it will make it soft, obviously. Wet edges, you'll see what this does in a minute. Now shape dynamics, you can see that shapes it into different shapes, but we'll keep like this for now. Right, minimize that. I'm going to scale it up a bit bigger. We're 100. That'll do. Get out of the way. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to... a basic brush effect, see that? That looks pretty cool. Now what that this wet edges, sorry, does is that's pretty transparent at the moment. But if I went and clicked on it again, it applies a darker brush, see? And you do it again and then, and it applies it darker and darker, so that can give quite a good effect. Okay, so now let's turn on this scattering and see what this does. You can see it's changed down here already. Let's have a go at this. I'm going to switch these for a different colour. Now watch this, what happens. See that? It's a completely different effect. Same brush, turn on scattering, and it's completely different. And that looks pretty cool actually, I think. So that looks alright. So let's try it with a different brush now. Go to brush presets. Let's try just a plain one of these little circular brushes, which I hate, I can't stand them. Turn on wet edges. Can turn on scattering. Let's see. Right, I'll do it for this demonstration here. Choose different colour. I think choose a yellow. Scale it up a bit, make it a bit bigger. Just can go around the edges. See that? It's kind of this is like watercolour. These look like watercolour paints to me. And just go over wherever you want, just give a nice little effect. Alright, let's choose a different brush to show you with another brush. Just choose the very top one up here. That's pretty plain, pretty bold. Turn on Other Dynamics to soften up the edges. Airbrush and wet edges. Turn on scattering again if you want. And we will just apply that. Apply a different colour again. And see that? That's like a little circular motion brush. I think that looks alright. Let's scale it up a bit. That looks a bit better. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay, so we've just got a basic little painting here that I've done. It doesn't look very artistic, it doesn't really look brilliant at the moment. I'm just going to add another bit here, but I'll show you. This is a material, we'll use this material and it gives a really nice effect. Now I'm using Blender, that's the program I normally use, and a lot of people on here who watch my tools use that. But you can use this, obviously, this texture in any other program. It doesn't have to be Blender, of course. So I'm just going to add a bit more. There we go, just like that. And I'm going to turn on, didn't turn on airbrush and wet effects. There we go, just slide that down a little bit. And just go over like that. Okay, right, I'm going to save this as JPEG image. Save as on my desktop, JPEG, any name, doesn't really matter. Right, we're going to get out of Adobe, go into Blender. Right, now I'm going to show you this demonstration. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing in Blender, because if you watch my other tutorials you already know what I'm doing, and I'll explain things there. But I just want to show you the texture, how it looks at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to set this monkey up. Right, okay, I'm going to add a new texture. Okay, image. Right, I'm going to load my image now. So here it was on my desktop. There's that one there. Now you can see in the preview box my image has come up. Right, so I'm going to go into object mode, wireframe, and shaded. Now as you can see, that looks pretty cool, quite a nice paint effect, but it's a bit dark, so I'm just going to sort out the lighting, then I'll render it and show you what it looks like at the end. Let's grab this light, put it in front of his face, so we got, oh, no, let's make him nice and bright, scale that up. Bear with me 1 second, we'll get there in the end. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think that's pretty light on his face. Right in the middle so we can get the lighting. Right, I'm going to just adjust the camera as well now. I'm going to move this over to his face. And I'm going to rotate you around. And now I'm going to rotate it down. There we go. Here's see our monkey. Okay, right, I'm going to click there. I'm just going to set up the background. Having black background always helps because you can see detail better. So I'm going to set a background up. Right, let's render that and see what that looks like. Now as you can see already, we've got quite a nice little paint effect going on here and around his eyes and things. So when that renders, I'm just going to maximize it. There we go, maximize. Right, now I think that looks pretty good. We've got a lovely paint effect, and it really looks pretty artistic actually. And you can do whatever you want. I say it's going to come out different every single time, so just have fun with it and do whatever you want, and you'll always come up with a good image. Okay, so that's it from this tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Bye.